Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to connect your either PS3 controller, Xbox, pretty much any controller, or tablet or anything to your iMac or to your MacBook. So first off, you want to just practice doing a couple of things, and that's connecting your PS3 controller, which I have right here, you can see in the corner of the screen, to your iMac. And first off, you'll need, of course, your controller, and then your USB cord, which I'll grab. So with this connected to your computer, and connecting it to your computer, you'll see it flash on. Let it flash for 5 seconds, 4, 5, and take it out. And when you take it out, hold down that, and it'll connect to your computer. And it'll flash really fast like that. And you can always go and check on your computer right here. And you'll see the PS3 controller is definitely connected. So I'll leave this. This is the main thing you'll need right here. This is called controllermate. You can buy it for $25. This version is 4.6, just like my version up here. But if you get an older version, or if you have an older version, it'll definitely still work. It just might not look like all of this, because I know the older programs is not configured like this. So I'll show you guys how to use controllermate, but this is the end product. If you guys wanna I can send this file to you guys. Just give me your guys' email, or I might put it in the description below. So basically, every time you push your PS3 controller right here, like you push X, you can see in this top right corner, top left corner, that X is on. So whatever, depending on what game you're playing, whether it's Call of Duty, Minecraft, Black Ops, you set the controller to do the certain task that's on the keyboard. So in Call of Duty 4, space, X is jump, and space is jump on Call of Duty. So you can see every time I click a certain button, and pretty much adding the buttons is really easy, but doing the configuration of the X-axis and the joystick is a little more difficult. So when I move this, you can see the things changing, the numbers, and you also see my mouse moving, and that's using the right toggle button. You can see start, hit start, go 1 through 1, there. So basically, this is after you're all done, this is what you should get. Alright, so let's start on how we are able to do this. So first off, you want to start a new page, and I'll always go back to this as a reference just because I don't memorize all the buttons. But this will be for Call of Duty and Black Ops 2. You want to just create a new page. This is what happened. So if you want to do the lazy way, I'll definitely put this in the description below. But if you want to customize your own or do whatever for a different game, it's the same thing, same process, just you're obviously going to use different letters in these buttons. So create a new page, and then you want to go to your controller. First you probably want to go to Windows, and you want the inspector window out. Or also you want the keyboard keystroke palette out. And the new inspector, that's just, you'll need that, you'll come back to that. And first, there we go. So you want to create a new palette, and this is where your controller should be. Yep, there's your PS3. I have multiple PS3 controllers, but when you start using your PS controller, you'll see which one's highlighted. See how that one lighted blue? So my controller is 2. So these are all your buttons in your PS3 controller. For example, if I push X, you'll see it's number 15 that lights up. Right there, you'll see 15 lights up. See how 15 lights up? So this is X. So whatever you want X to be, or whatever X is on your game, you put it over here, and then you use the keystroke palette. Say you're playing Minecraft and U is jump, and you want X to be jump on your controller. That's all you do is grab U, and you bring it over there, and that's it. So every time you push X, it's equivalent of pushing U on the keyboard. So that's pretty much a big part. So that's all your buttons. So whatever buttons you want, triangle, you can see it's 13, and circle is 14. You see how it's flashing. R1 is 12. R2 is 10. L2 is 9. L1 is 11, and so on and so forth. And when it comes, I'm going to cut the video off probably right here and come back really quick. Alright, so the hard part is doing these x-axis. So the first one you're probably going to do is you just start with the x-axis. And you can see how it changes when I go along the x-axis. A and D, and that's what we need. For Call of Duty, it's A and D. So you can see on my output over there, it's typing A and D, and it just shows you that what's configured. So we start off adding the PS3 controller x-axis. You can see right there. And when you push along the x-axis, you see what lights up. And it says x-axis. See how the blue's lighting up? So you put that over there, and then you want to go to calculations. You want to do access calibration. You can always double check. I'll double check here. That's access calibration. See the little logo. Same logo right here. You want to put it underneath for one side, and put one underneath on the other side. And you can go to this blue number and connect and connect. And every time you do an access, whether it's Z, X, Y, ZR, you'll see those later. You want to connect two of them. And when you go to this range, you want to calibrate it. And when you go push on calibrate, you want to go start, set, save. And after save, you want to bring this one over, and you want to bring this one over. And then you're good. And do the same for this side. Start, set, center, range, save. Over there, and over there. And that's good. So now you can see it's saved. 0 to 255. And if you don't do this, it's going to freak out and be all weird. Your character will move one side to the right too much, or one side to the left without you pushing anything. So this just centers everything. Make sure your controller works nice and smoothly. So that's the x-axis. And now you're going to do the y-axis. You can see up and down. Oh, wait. Up and down, up and down. See, it's Y right here. So you want to do the same exact thing. Go to the Y, try to find Y. Oh, you gotta go back up to controllers, make sure. So Y-axis, you can see it's lighting up blue. Do the same thing, go to there, go to calculations, go to access, go to access. There, there. Do the same thing here. Actually, y-axis, I think it's a little different. Always when you do a range, see? 0 to 103, 151 to 255. So let's try to remember those numbers. So 0 to 103, and then 0 to 103. Oh, you want to do range. One. Oh, you do the same. Yeah, you do the same. My bad. Okay. So you just go to calibrate. Then you bring it over. So you do the same thing. This one's different because you have to do range at the end, but it's the same thing for now. And you save, bring that over, and you just double check to make sure everything looks right, and that looks right. And this is when you go down and you click range. And this is when you do the 0 to 103. So you click on that, 0 to 103, type in 103. And this side, let's see what it was. This is for Black Ops, but it doesn't really matter. 151 to 255. 151 to 255. And next, you just put in the controllers that you need. Oh shoot, I forgot to put the range in the other one. So let's go back into the other one. This program is really easy to work with, so you can always just go back. So we'll put range and range. You guys kind of get the point, right? 085. So this one, you want to go 0 to 85. This is for the x-axis, sorry about that. And 180 to 255. 180 to 255. 180 to 255. Alright, so the matches are here. This is x-axis 0 to 85, 180 to 255, and 0, 103, and 151 to 255. That's there. And you just want to put what you want to control. So for the x-axis, so this is moving left. This is moving left and right. So this is your A, D, W, S buttons on your keyboard. So for the x-axis, mine are A and D. So x-axis, A. And that's when you can see, this is when I move left. D is when I move right. And you can see when I move right. And y-axis is W and S. So W is when I move up. You can see when I test it. This is when I move up. And when I move down. And just like that. Alright. Now the hardest part probably is when you're going to create the Z and RZ rotation. And that see, that's when you use your right toggle. And that's usually made by the mouse. Usually when you turn around or turn around when you're playing first person shooters, you just use your right toggle. So you can see, so first you can go to Z-axis, go to your controller, Z-axis, right there you can see it was flashing. And for the Z-axis, you want to do the axis again. Axis, the one over there. So it's a little similar. Bring it over, bring it over. And this is usually where you control your sensitivity. So let's see. This will vary depending on people. I don't play with too much sensitivity, so these are my configurations. Some people play with a lot of sensitivity. I'll tell you what to configure. You can also configure in the game settings. So this is 52, 195. 52 to 195. And I did -2 and 2. If you want a lot of sensitivity, try -5. Here we go. Make sure my controller's in the screen. Okay. So back to this again. -2 and 2. That's like medium to low sensitivity. If you want high sensitivity, try to mess with these numbers. Maybe try -5 and 5 and mess with some of these numbers. You can do it while you're playing games and have this screen in the background. So you can just exit out of your game, change some numbers, go back, and see if that's a sensitivity you like. So that's a Z-axis. Remember, this is the right toggle. You can see it moving. See the numbers changing. Okay. And you can always calibrate and do the same thing. That just centers everything up. And on this side, on the right, z-axis 33 to 235. So just go to your limits, 33 to 235. And this I also put -2 and 2. And -2 and 2. So on this side of the z-axis. Alright, next step, you want to create a new virtual mouse as you see here. And to do that, you go to the settings, driver configure, create a virtual device. You want to create a virtual mouse. And you want to set this to 2. And after you do that, you want to update your controller. So now when you go to your controllers, it will be in there, your controller. New virtual mouse right there. Alright. So after you do that, you want to bring your new virtual mouse over. Let me double check something real quick. Alright, so sorry about that. So for the z-axis, you want to click on that. And you want to add the x-axis under the new virtual mouse. So click on the new virtual mouse under controllers. You want to go down to x-axis. You put it right underneath there. So when you when you move left to right, it'll be just like that. Alright, and now you want to do the Z to R to go to controller. R to Z, I mean, you'll see the blue light up right there. You want to do the same exact thing and go down to calculations, put your axis calibrations in, there and there. And I'll just double check Z to R, R to Z, 33, 235. I did the both. 33 to 235, and my sensitivity is 2, or low or medium. You can calibrate and do the same thing over here. You can always double check and change if you get 52, 33 to 235. 33 to 235. Just calibrate it again. And same thing with this side. Under limits, 33 to 235. Sensitivity. Oops. You can calibrate this side also. And I guess if you save it, like messes all up. So maybe try doing this after you calibrate. Okay, I'm gonna double check, 235, 235. Same thing now, you're gonna go to your controllers. And you wanna go to your virtual mouse and go down to the y-axis and add it. So now when you move up and down, you can see your mouse moving up and down. Make sure your thing's enabled. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. And you can just unlabel it by disable and enable. Alright, and that should be it. And you can always test your game out. Disable this one and use my Black Ops one just because it's complete. And I'll put this in the link below, but you can take a quick look at it, see my settings. You can maximize the screen. So this is enabled. I'll go to Call of Duty Black Ops. You can see the mouse moving already. Now I use my mouse, push play, you can do it in combat training, and start match. Alright, so this is the controller. You can see it's still flashing. You can plug it in to charge everything up, but alright. Wait it to load. This is some Summit on Team Deathmatch to show you some gameplay. You can use this with any game that basically requires buttons on your keyboard. So a lot of people play Minecraft. You can play all the other games that are on the App Store on Mac, or you can download some games. I'm guessing you can play with old games too, like Age of Empires and everything. Alright, let's see. Sorry it's taking so long. Usually it takes a long time to load up. And I have all my sound settings turned off too, but if you push escape, you can actually go down to settings, controller, and you can actually see what each controller button is made to do. Just like that. Go back. And choose my class. Alright, so see, I'm going forward. I'm also going forward on the thing. Going right. And you can go push L3, which is just pushing down. You can aim. You can throw your crap out. Throw your flash grenade. Aiming is a little different. It's not gonna be like PS3. I don't know why that guy just freaking jumped up, but there we go. See, aiming is really weird. But you can mess with the sensitivity. I haven't done that too much, but pick up weapons. It's gonna probably get blown up. I got blown up, but that's cool. Cook this. Bam, son. See? So you get the point. Not gonna play too much. Maybe just one more grenade. Cook this mother. Bam. You can knife and melee. I don't even know if I knifed him, but knife this guy, he's gonna shoot me. Oh, there you go, man. Freak. Alright, you get the point. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much. But yeah, this is the connecting a PS3 to your iMac so you can play iMac games. Let me just do one more kill for you guys. Bam, son. Quick scope. Bam. That's money. No look. No scope. Fuck, man. Oh, no look. Okay, that's done my gameplay. Push escape. Don't care. Exit. So yeah, that's pretty much how you use controllermate. Thanks for watching, guys.